This is the Xero Pure Junior, and this is going to be my first day using it, even though it is, right now, it's about 10 degrees. By noon, it's going to be 32 and getting up to 40 by around noon, so that's going to be okay. But this is going to be my first day using this. So it's got a 10-inch DI in the front. Just a little guy there in the front. It's got two 20s, and then it's got the regular 10-inch carbon in the back. This has about the same output as the original Xero Pure. I'm going to a job today though that I used to do for a long time with another guy, and he's actually leaving, so I'm taking it over. But it's one of my favorite homes, and I know the water pressure is insane, so I'm gonna take this today and use it. And so it's my first day at the Xero Pure Junior, and then I got a huge bid at the end of the day. Probably one of the largest bids I've ever done for a home, and it's gonna be quite a job where I'm gonna have a couple other people help me out. So that's gonna be huge if I get that. If I get it, we'll see. So yeah, first day with the Xero Pure Junior. So we'll check this out a little bit. So come along on a very cold day of window cleaning. Super cold out. Nice thing about this system is you got a little handle right here to make it super easy to move around. And with this one, I don't gotta lay it down like the X2. It's got some straps here that I usually use my X2 just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. What's really funny is I used to give Luke shit for using a gorilla ladder, and now I use a gorilla ladder all the time. It just, for my car, it was best. Just ordered a stack ladder this morning, but sorry, Luke. Okay, so it is 12:30. I'm a little bit behind here for my bid. I gotta be there at 3, so I gotta do the whole outside of this house in about 2.5 hours. I know I can do all the water if I pole work in an hour, which is most of the house, and there's some roof stuff. So I'm gonna get the Xero Pure Junior set up, show you how I get that set up real quickly. It's gonna be real quick. Show you how I clean, blah blah, and that's gonna be about it. How cold is it right now? Reach off. 27 degrees, but most of it's in the sun, so I feel okay about it, and so that's okay. I usually would do it in 32, but I got no choice. So let's get going. Chomp down half a sandwich, a little Mountain Dew. So that was a good day overall. I was a little bit pressed for time the whole entire day because I got started late because it was so cold this morning. And even some of the windows were freezing, so that's not like a great thing to want to have happen, but it all worked out. The house that I was doing, just so you know why I was going so fast, was because with a house that big, that house is cleaned every month. So, and I used to do the house all the time, water fed stuff, so I know the house very, very well. So it worked out very good overall. So yeah, so that was good. Xero Pure Junior, great little unit, okay? Perfect unit, great stance to it. Puts out just as much water as the regular Xero Pure. So that's about half a gallon per minute. If you want more than that, I would suggest getting a booster pump. That job has insane pressure. So just know that. So I was able to run the rinse bar really, really easy there. But I know that job has really good pressure. You're gonna run into jobs sometimes that don't have that great of pressure. Even with the X2, sometimes I've had jobs where it's nothing to do with the X2, it's to do with the actual pressure from the spigot. So if you're looking for like a unit for one pole, Xero Pure Junior is great. If you have a smaller vehicle, it's great. I mean, it's great here. It's just right next to the back here, and then it has the handle in the middle, so it's really easy to move around. I love it. I think that size of a unit, or like could be like the future of kind of Xero Pure's water purification. That size is really, really nice. I love the X2. I love that unit. I usually use that unit, but the size of it, you know, it's heavy. You know, I lift in the gym, you know, get huge. No, not really. So I'm used to it, but I've taken that thing up like mountainsides at homes up in the mountains, and it gets tiring, where this would be a lot better. But if you want crazy pressure on it, I would suggest maybe getting like a Wayne utility pump that we have on the website. But overall, really killer little system. Really impressed with it. It's just super easy to set up. If you guys ever need one, of course, you can always call me. I can help you get set up with one. That Xero Pure or an X2. But you know, if you're looking at a Xero Pure and you just want something a little smaller, a little bit more convenient, why not spend the extra few $100 and get the Xero Pure Junior? That's how I think of it. I think I'll use it quite a bit. I have the X2, I have this. If I'm doing, you know, tall commercial work, of course I'm going to use the X2. I do have a one of those 12-volt RHG pumps. I've never even used it. Had it for 5 years, never even used it. I never use a pump. With my hosing and everything, I have never found the need to use a pump. I usually only run one pole, but I've never ever found the need to use a pump at all. So if you guys have any questions more about the Xero Pure Junior, feel free to email me at steve@woodlookingresource.com. I'm getting pretty busy overall, so sometimes if I don't answer during the day, I always try to get back at night with you all, or the weekends. Those are kind of my best times. I didn't expect, not to boast or anything, I didn't expect to be quite so busy right away, especially in January with homes, but I have been, so that's been really good. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you guys got any questions, you know where to find me. You can also text or call me, 970-599-1437, and we'll talk soon. Goodbye.